in the clouds, like tears in the rain, winking alone, all the same, sleeping alone. We never mind her diligence, watching us all lie awake, just on the edge of a dream, growing so slowly to greet me, tearing it all how it seems when she shines for me, and her sky so green and wide, she will keep us in her sight. We all lie beneath her
What's up, Pinkish Crimson? I hope so. Went on a slide at the end of last stream, but I started off last stream with a really good surge, so you know, it's the variance of Master Duel.
when she shines for me, and her sky
Alright, well, for anyone curious, just getting the link out there before I actually start playing. Make sure all my chats are ready, because I got like 2 different chats I gotta moderate, because I don't have moderators, because why would I? So here's the deck. Nothing crazy about it. It's the same Spiral Snake ideal I've been running recently. You could like swap out some Rare Arthas for other potential cards if you want like more going second cards like Talents and Thrust and whatnot, but you know, this is like a pretty solid version of the deck, and I might like experiment with going second cards in a little bit, but this is pretty good. This should be good enough to get to Master 1 if you put enough time in, put it that way. Kicking off with a coin flip win. Alright, so we're going to open with the Wanted to Play Around Droll.
Two chucks having sex. Two chucks having sex. My muscles involuntarily flex. Two chucks having sex. Two chucks having sex. My muscles
What's up, Darkwing Duck?
involuntarily flex.
Looks like they have a maxi, which is fine. We did draw the out, which is why you play the outs. I'll go to auto now, so I don't have to worry about every single thing popping up. Okay, well, I mean, I wouldn't have conceded so fast into a rank up, but I guess they can't go second at all, and they knew I had the DBL star, so I mean, I would have liked to have played that out, but I guess it probably didn't matter if they stuck, because I was going to do full combo if they had no other hand traps, and that full combo completely crushes basically anything. I don't think I've ever lost when I pulled off the full combo in this deck. You know, Snake Eyes plus a Spyral starter, basically, is the full combo. Should I snipe you? I don't care. I wouldn't know, right? Like, why would I? Of course, I guess if I'm explaining how I'm playing my hands, like, oh, I can bait an Ash Blossom here or whatnot. Oh god, what do I gamma on this deck? You can't gamma the scales. and then they get that guy, yeah. That means they probably already have the, they already have the bow, the non-once per turn guy. And my guess is that you do it on the Link one, but they might not even be going. Oh, they're doing a Yazi line. Okay, if they're doing Yazi, then I have to Gamma the Yazi. Or the Dinglong. Oh, no, not Yazi. Well, they're freaking chain blocking, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's annoying. So they're going to have the trap regardless. Oh, no. Well, that's probably fine. Now they can, like, pin summon? That was, like, the point of this. They haven't normal summoned is my problem here, right? But they haven't gone to get the Soul Piercer. Like, if this is just a Yazi combo line, I guess I wait till some more obvious. They can set up a negate eventually. Okay, well, I'm waiting for them like to get to do something that would summon like a level 2 tuner or something here. Some one Yang Zing from your deck, because like they're about to make Barone, right? So this Gamma's not going to do anything. That's the problem here. Yeah, there's a level 2 tuner. Yeah, I guess I had to like stop them earlier, but. Okay, I think I stop it here, because now they can't make a Barone. Oh, well, they had the Ash Blossom too to stop the Gamma, and I guess that makes sense. Now they can make the Barone, right? I think that was the right place to Gamma, but it didn't matter because they had the Ash too. Now they can make Barone and then still do the combo. Make Barone, then use Taya. That's their normal summon, I guess. Well, now they can't make Baron. They're just gonna make Chowfing? Ah, Chowfing's gonna make it so I can't summon light monsters, so this Gamma is useless. That's interesting. Yeah, your opponent cannot activate the effects of monsters with the original attributes of the Yangtze monster used to summon this, and Baksha is a light, so that keeps me off Gamma. Yeah. Also, they used a light, and the Tinny doesn't count, so it's just light locked. It's annoying, but you know, I don't think there was ever a good place to Gamma, because the only other good place to Gamma was Dinglong, but they chain blocked it with Wakaushi. This is just like they open Wakaushi, which you can FTK if you want it to anyhow, so it doesn't really matter. Was there ever a better Gamma? I guess if I Gamma the Wakaushi scale, but then they could just Basha send this dumb Ashuna, right? That never mattered. I don't think this Ashuna was necessary to the combo. I could have hit the Dinglong summon, but they literally still haven't even used this guy, so that would have never mattered either. Yeah, I think this was just. I think there was no profitable Gamma here, so you just gotta live with that. At least I can pitch Gamma to my, they're probably going to negate my Wanted, but if I do get a D-Bell Star, I can pitch Gamma to that. You know, they start doing Tinny stuff. So are they gonna worm lock themselves? I imagine, like, isn't their plan like to get Protoss or something here in some way? What did Chao Feng search? Or not Chao, Chi Xiao search? Oh, just a long one? Okay, that's gonna get them to something. Baron, probably, because I don't think they're worm locked yet, right? Oh, now they are, because they just used a Shuna, so they can just make big long ones, so that'll probably still be good enough to beat me. So they're gonna get big long one and Draco Berserker. They're just gonna have like the full worm board, and I'm gonna have a dead Gamma in my hand. Did he grab Night Pillars? No, he used Dinglong to search the little fire Yang Zing. This guy. They didn't do Pillars. They clearly don't have it because they just added a card to their hand, right? That isn't... Yeah, their last card in hand is long one. And they're going to have to use Adhara to get that... Oh, not really. They're just going to use that, sure. So that's just the full worm board, right? Chao Feng, long one, and... But they don't have Chi Xiao, so that's nice. If I like open souls here, I can like threaten the Chi Xiao here with a freaking Anima, which is very funny. Oh, they're just gonna make another Chi Xiao, sure. Which I guess makes sense, because... Draw a card, sure, okay. That is not a good draw, especially under Chao Feng. Okay, so I guess my normal summon is probably going to be Oak here. So I'm going to Bonfire. I'm going to do everything I can before I normal summon Oak. I already have souls in hand, kind of. I've got Where Art Thou, which is... But I can't open souls, is what I mean. Should be summoning this in defense, but I don't think it matters. I can negate this, and that'd be fine. Okay, so do I get the field spell here? Diabell Star can get me to the... yeah. I get the field spell. Oh, I should have gone Anima first. Now they can Chi Xiao this. That's probably fine, though. Right? Because I already have the Diabell Star. Now, this guy's when you special summon a monster. So do this now. This will first a Chi Xiao effect. Okay, well that'll Orbital Force Anima, same difference. I can't use Quick Fix effect? Why not? What's locking me from Quick Fix? Oh no, the Chao Feng wasn't made with an Earth Yang Zing, right? It was made with an Earth Tenyu. You could still use Earth monsters, right? Yeah, Adhara isn't a Yang Zing. This effect only applies to your opponent can activate the effects monster with the original Yang Zing monsters used. Yeah. I'm gonna activate the souls. See if I can bait their Chi Shao by drawing a card here. It also gives me something to revive with my Oak. Make them think I'm desperate. That's not a good draw, but we'll see. I can't summon Celine, which is a big deal here, until I out the Chow Fang. Does this guy have an effect? No, not really. Sick. Okay, so I can summon Oak. They need to do this now because that keeps me off the wanted draw. They don't want to wait till afterwards. And Oak can get me to Flamberge, and Flamberge can stop this guy. I don't think it matters what I send here. Might as well keep the spellcasters and put the fire monsters in the graveyard. I don't actually care to get Snash here because I can't summon the Poplar. Yeah, so we just go ahead and get Flamberge directly. Why play Sword Soul Super Heavy or Super Heavy Pure? I have no clue, dude. Alright, so now I can summon Celine, and there's plenty of spells in the rotation. This guy's used both of his effects, right? Yeah, so we should be good. Alright, cool. Looks like I win. Like, that's a beatable board. They weren't actually doing like actually broken super heavy stuff, which is good for me. Alright, now we just get Assault Mission, so I can summon Quick Fix after this link off. And we even draw a card off of our Nightmare Phoenix. I think some people just like the cards. They like love their Sword Soul cards, but they've been super power crept. So like they play this engine as like a way to like, oh, I'm still playing Sword Soul, but I'm also playing, you know, a really powerful engine that makes the Sword Soul cards better. Which I mean, I kind of get. That's kind of what we do with Spyral, just a lot less cope. The other Call by the Grave, very funny. All right, so this is extremely over, thankfully. Once you resolve Master Plan, it's usually over. Yeah, thankfully I never even needed to try to resolve Quick Fix while Chow Fang was on the board, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works, because it's Yang Zings only. Now we just link climb, you know, the usual. I'm just gonna blind fire this because they're a super heavy deck. You can call monster. Like I mean, they might play one spell trap in their entire deck, right? Because of like maybe a Ding Long Search or something. But yeah. Now you just keep going. I don't think there's anything in their graveyard I have to worry about, right? There's no, like, Sword Soul graveyard effects that matter. Nah. Oh, drew the last resort. Very funny. And now we just like to be safe. We'll make an Appaloosa, then an Access Kotaker and win. Never bad to play safe. Alright, well, that was a good win. Going second into a pretty broken combo. Just kind of pushing through everything with multiple effects. That's kind of like the idea of this deck going second is you don't play as many like non-engines that stop them or haymakers that can instantly win the game, but you do play a lot of like just good gas, the way most people refer to it as. I guess I'll do this just in case something weird happens, and I need like a little bit more damage. This isn't necessary, but in a pinch I can like rescue mission a master plan for a little bit more damage if I need to use my Appaloosa for something, like a Battle Fader. I think I know their hand, so I don't think it matters. But I think it's like a long one and a... Nah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to be playing the Sword Soul and the Yang Zing cards and the Tenyi cards in that shell unless you're just trying to play Sword Soul and make it more powerful. I'll take a look at their deck, but I don't think it was very good. Obviously a regular, Oh, they are playing spell cards. Jesus. They're literally just playing this stuff as like a engine that freely gets into the Sword Soul engine, and the rest of their deck is Sword Soul stuff, right? They're not even playing Soul Piercer. God, there was no point at which I should Gamma, because they didn't have Soul Piercer, they didn't have the Link 1. They were just using this as a ding-long engine, which is very funny, but not good. Firelock, yeah, I guess they could be doing that. That would have been good against me, kind of, because, you know, I would have not been able to do the Poplar stuff. So it's like, what, Swanee plus... What are they making... What are they using Swanee with to make Xiaofeng? What's their 5? Presumably they might just be like trying to summon Swanee and then use Protoss to pop Swanee. That might be the actual reason, right? Because like Xiaofeng is really hard to make with Swanee. I guess you can use Dinglong, but they use when they're doing the Dinglong combo, they have to send Dinglong to the graveyard. I guess like because if you search Swanee, you'd have to have this guy would become a level 4. Well, this card special sub, you can add a Yang Zing. Then Swanee's effect. Where's Swanee at? You can use it once returned during your main phase, battle phase. You can, during your opponent's, yeah, you can't do that effect. You have to be able to special summon it. And if you're special summoning it, it's because you're using Dinglong, right? Yeah, that like you have to send Dinglong to the graveyard. It's like you summon Swanee. What's your... You don't have a 5, so you'd have to like make a 4 plus a 1, but your only 1 is another tuner. I wonder what the method to get there is. I'm sure there is a way, right? You can get the numbers to work, it's just a little weird. I mean, you could like summon a long one and then Emergence lower his level, and that would work. Because Swanee is a tuner? No, Swanee's not a tuner. You need a level 5 tuner, which is only Dinglong, which you have to send to the graveyard to summon the Swanee? I guess if this is your normal summon, it works, right? You make Dinglong with the super heavies, then you normal summon, and then that'll do something? I don't know. Clearly they don't know either because they didn't fire lock me. They light locked me to play around Protoss, which is very funny. Not Protoss, Gamma. I drew 3 copies of Souls, so that's funny. We actually cut copies of Souls out of this deck just to make our starters a little more better. Oh god. So obviously you just ash the first Labyrinth spell you can do something to. Because like, whatever they're searching, you don't know if it's going to be... Yeah, this is going to get them to the Labyrinth spell. Or a trap card. So the first thing you definitely do on your turn is drop Divine Temple here, just so like, if they start doing Labyrinth stuff, you can summon a Snash. Okay, so they've got big ladies, that means they already have the traps in hand. Or ways to get to them, like the furnitures. Yep, there it is. Set 1, set 2, set 3, that's it. That's how you do it. So they might even have like a virus or something, which is why they searched the big lady. Flip Devastation. If they flip Eradicator, I lose. Okay, so you always ash Big Welcome. And they pitched transaction rollback, so I guess this doesn't, yeah, none of this mattered. But I do force them to spend the 4K life. Emergence Banish effect, yeah, but there's no guarantee of emergence in that combo, I guess. I guess there is. You can always, for sure, make Chi Shao. Yeah. Please pop one of my Souls copies, thank you. If they hit the only card I don't want them in is Divine Temple. If they hit Divine Temple, I'm probably going to concede. You know, I'll let Souls draw a card, but, you know, everything else in my hand is obviously fine. Master Plan in the Graveyard's good. I have 3 copies of the same card. Okay, that's all good. I'm afraid of like an IDP here. I could scale Poplar. That's probably better, right? Because I can draw 2 cards and then summon the Poplar, and even if they start summoning stuff. If they do have an IDP, I can summon Poplar, and that'll get me to Snash combo. There's an argument not to send the prep, but I don't have a normal summon, so this doesn't matter. I think I do this. Do I normal summon Drone and pop a back row before I commit to Wanted? I think so, right? They're gonna be able to shuffle their deck, so that's gonna suck, but... I'll put a random Maxi on top of their deck, I guess. They're Furniture Labyrinth, right? If they're playing this card, they're playing a lot of Furniture, so monsters are probably a good bet. Dimensional Prison? Oh, that doesn't matter. Okay, sure. So I think I just win if they don't have anything else. Yeah, they're gonna, like, set another card, but if they can't activate it, it won't matter. Dimensional Barrier is so bad in this format. Like, it's fucking Snake Eye format. Why are you... I guess running just one as a search target is probably fine, because it does beat a lot of other decks, but... Oh, do they have the card that lets them... Well, I have 2 master plans, so I actually don't think that matters. So normally I would SP Little Knight here, but I think I want to get my master plan in the graveyard. Well, no, if I summon, they can IDP one of them. Yeah, we'll do that. It's a little weird, but we're gonna do it this way. They got nothing else? Yeah, SP would stop me from winning this turn, which is probably another good reason, but it does more, and I can, if I get my board up, it doesn't matter. Are we gonna send you, because you don't matter anymore, because I can't summon anything? And that's 3 spells, so I can just go ahead and immediately make Celine with Master Plan here. I have used my normal summon, so that's worth remembering. Alright, and that should be a win. I even have this OSS ready just in case something else happens. Sick. Alright. I mean, they didn't do a whole lot. They obviously drew Dimension Barrier, which does not do anything. I did have one more piece of ender of push, though, so I don't think it matters too much. If that was, unless that was like something devastating like Daruma. Daruma or an IDP probably would have beat me. Maybe? I still have the snake stuff. I don't know. Like, IDP would have triggered my, would have triggered my field spell, so I don't think that's actually even gonna win. Maybe if they'd done it as soon as I summoned Anima, that would have done something. Level 2 monster? I mean, he searched 2 of the monsters, right? The only one he opened was Ariane, because he searched Ariana and then Lady Labyrinth. At this point, we just get Super Agent because Helix can search Sleeper. They have shuffled their deck, but if Super Agent misses, then Helix hits, so it's all good. Sure. Oh, did they not shuffle their deck? I put a Max C on top, and there's still a Max C. They did, right? They searched a trap. They searched this trap card after my drone. It doesn't matter. Well, despite bad coin flip luck, I'm doing pretty good at the start of the stream. Mostly going second, pushing through boards. What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, this is like the, this is the Dimension Barrier that works on Lynx, yeah. This turn, another player can switch to monsters with the same card types. So like you can't summon 2 Link monsters, which would kind of beat me. I mean, sometimes you can get the Sleeper without Link summoning a lot, but it's really, really hard. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is probably the card you want more than Dimension Barrier, but if you're only running one of each as search targets, that makes sense. Mostly playing different Dimension Ground to, you know, beat Snake Eyes. That's more reasonable. Just the one dimension barrier. I mean, he opened 3 traps, right? 3 traps and a monster and an unknown. Also, another coin flip, by the way. This is happening a lot. No Gamma, Maxi, or Ash this time, so... Ooh. Well, I mean... I do run Kurikara in this deck, so it's not like immediate loss to Pearly, but it's not looking good. Because, like, I've only got 2 cards that really do anything, because, like, the Popular in hand doesn't do anything. Driver's obviously a brick, and Drone's the engine requirement. So they're going to do the thing where they draw 5 cards, or whatever, 4 cards, and then have like a big Purely Noir. They're just going to get all their Sleepy Memories out, draw a bunch of cards, then flip Pure Leap, and just draw a Maxi and a million hand traps. So I'm probably going to lose like whatever hand traps they draw off their extremely heavy Sleepy Memory draws. You play low? I used to play a lot of League of Legends, yeah. My highest rank was Diamond. Yeah, dude. Sleepy Memory me all today. Yep, there it is. I can just discard, and yeah, they're good. So they're going to draw a minimum of 4 cards on my turn. They might also do the Utopic Draco Future bullshit, which I probably can't beat. Yeah, baby Pearly, little Pearly hit. So that's very bad for me. Same list, pretty much the same list you had, Jan. Yep, and that gets them the field spell, and then they can, if they're doing the Utopic Draco Future stuff, they can do that now. They've already used up Pure Lily's effect to summon, right? Nope, never mind. That makes sense, iPhones. Fair enough. Now they're going to draw 4 cards, and here's the... Yep, here it is. Yep, Ghost Trick line. We played Limit 1 yet? I have. I've completed it, actually. I've got all the gems, at least. I can show you the deck I was playing. Yeah, so I probably can't beat this. I mean, if they really hard play into the Kurikara, I have a chance, but I just don't think it's going to materialize. Like, if I summon Snash, they're going to UDF that, and then I can't Wear Off Thou, which is like one of the big problems with Wear Off Thou. It doesn't... If your opponent's stop effects to stop your first level 1, remove it somehow, Wear Off Thou sucks. It's always been the issue with it. It doesn't do anything independently. I'm not sure how good this stuff is, but I mean, it is annoying when you have to go into it, right? You have to play a lot of, like, bad cards. This is something that Spyral can do, but it's not good, right? What deck you used? I used Spyral, buddy. Of course I used Spyral. I think the best deck was Tearlaments, but, you know, that's not what I was playing. That card doesn't not do anything. Will you also try the Horus engine? I mean, the problem with the Horus engine, you could play it in Spyral. It's just so much worse than Snake Eyes. I mean, I guess I could try to put together a Horus deck now in Spyral while I'm in like Diamond, and it doesn't really matter that much. Did you not stream it? No, I didn't stream it. I was doing it for my dailies, and I just kind of won everything every time, so it didn't matter too much. I played it going second, which is probably more, you know, funny, but... Yeah, draw your 4 cards and then maxi me. You got it, buddy. I know how this works. You search, you know, 10 cards out of your deck, and then you draw 4. Your maxi chances are like 70% at this point. Oh, actually, they drew 6 because of the fucking field spell. Great. Please, just Ash Blossom me. This would not be a thing. Drawing 6 cards in a format with maxi. Ugh. Maxi! If they maxi me, I could deck them out if I could actually get my engine going. I'm gonna Snash first. That'll probably force the Utopic Draco future. Yeah. That's the problem here, right? If I wear off that for Kurikara, I still, because I've lost my normal summon here, I'm still fucked. And if I wear off that, they're just gonna Ash me. Oh. They know I have wear off that. Are they gonna spin my fucking souls? How would they? How could you possibly do that? Oh, they saw. I guess it's because they saw me use my normal summon. I don't know. This is over. This is so. I mean, they were expecting. Were they expecting I had Kurikara? Like, the only reason you would do that is you know I have Kurikara because they just made their their purely noir affectable, right? Because only had 7. They just used it twice. I don't know. It's stupid. So the deck I was running in the festival, as you can see, you know, got all my gems. That's all I really care about in these festivals. This is what I was using. It's Spyral, Snake Eye. I threw the cash engine in here because you got the slots. You know, the only unusual thing we're running is like Silvera and Subversion, just because, like, you know, if you're already running the Diabellstar stuff, this is like one of the few ways to get an Omni Negate. I was going second, so I didn't run Trigate or anything. I have like a little Zeus package, Anima, all the Nightmares and Little Knights and such. Playing Thrust and evenly because there's no Maxi, or there's only one Maxi, right? So, actually, there is no Maxi right there. They banned Maxi, if I remember right, because I wasn't playing it. Yeah, they actually banned Maxi despite it being limit 1. You would think they'd, you know, just let the 1 exist, but I was playing a lot of board breakers and I was just winning going second. I didn't stream it, Darth Derek. You didn't miss it. I played it like on the weekend when it first happened, and then like Tuesday. And that was the deck. It's, you know, it's fine. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Tear Elements is by far the best deck in this format. You could like run like a Tear Element Snake Eye shell, and it would just be the best. If I was gonna make a Horus deck, I've crafted and pulled some of the Horus cards. It's like, what would Horus Spyral even look like? They kind of had the same thing going on as Dangers, but it's not quite as well, I guess it's more consistent, but it's not quite as easy to do. Right? You probably played this minimum engine. You probably play the field spell like an Ancient Fairy Dragon package. You could search the Horus stuff. You could search Mseti with Ancient Fairy Dragon. Obviously, you do all the Spyral stuff. Already had Destrudo. You'd almost certainly be doing Curious in this build, so you want Link Kuriboh. Might as well use Romulus if you're doing field spell stuff. Probably fit Small World in this version of the deck. That seems... Nah, Small World's probably bad, right? Because the Horus cards are so minus from your hand. You can cut some cards, right? I guess you could cut Nightmare Phoenix if you don't want to. You already have Little Knight. It's not the end of the world. Like, if you're doing the horror stuff, do you like want to go all in with the horror stuff? Because I'm not that super familiar with it. I know it's like basically the sarcophagus can put all the Horus guys in the graveyard, and then they can special summon themselves, and you can make rank 8s. Right? I know that's like how the deck functions, basically. That seems bad. We don't care about Horus long crew. Yeah. Nightmares pitch missions, yeah, but the idea is you're playing a bunch of Horus cards to pitch your missions anyhow, right? So it's like, eh. Every single one of these cards functionally gets you to discards. You put post Snake and Horus, you don't have nearly enough room. I mean, you can, but then you have to like run Recital Starling to make the Snake stuff work, and then you just don't have any room. Like if you did this. Yeah, like, there's just no... I mean, you'd have to start cutting stuff. Because you would need Slower Swallow to make that side of it work. And you'd probably want Village if you're playing it like this. So what would you cut? I guess you could cut, like, you could just, like, be... We're not playing Maxi today. And we're not playing... you could probably... I mean, I guess you can get away with one Sarcophagus, but that seems bad. It's like, what if you mill it? So this is a Curious deck, right? If you're playing Chorus, you might as well play Curious because they're all... Well, maybe not. You maybe don't have to do Curious. It just seems like you would. So if you're doing the Snakes, you'd do Anima. You'd have to run a rank 8, right? So like Zombie Vampire. But Zombie Vampire isn't even good in this deck, right? Like, what are you milling? It's like your rank 8 options. There's a lot of good rank 8s, admittedly. By the way, it is storming where I'm at, so there's a non-zero chance the stream's just going to cut out randomly, and I can't help that, guys. Just letting you know. Like, Zombie Vampire doesn't do anything in this deck, right? The only good mills are like, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 good mills in the entire deck. I wouldn't really count Flamberge because you can't guarantee you're going to have 2 Snakes in the graveyard. Yeah, like, Giant Trainer seems funny. You know. Do I own a Giant Trainer? I do. He's only a regular rare. Giant Trainer seems funny, but like... Would that be good? Drawing 3 probably gets you to combo, right? It probably does. It's like you'd run something like this. I mean, you'd probably just run Saryuja, wouldn't you? That's just better, because you can do that with Snakes and Spyral, too. And you'd run, like, Trigate, and this would be your board instead of Singularity. But then, if you're not running Singularity with this build, you can't really do the Masquerena stuff, so you lose Masquerena as an inboard piece. Let's see what you got there, Harkus. God, I don't even have room for Bond. I forgot Bonfire when I was building this. Ugh. You have to get so much important stuff. It's like, what are you cutting? You're just not running the other. You're just not running like the actual other Horus cards, right? You're running one of the thing. You're running only this, and then you're running like a Zombie Vampire. No, you're just running the Photon. Like, you obviously need Bonfire in this deck. You could easily cut like 1 Souls or 2 copies of Souls in this, and that'd probably be worth maxing. Wow. What are you cutting for? It's like, I don't even have Recital in here yet, and you have to have Recital to do the Snake stuff. So like, what are you cutting to do this? You're cutting unicorn? Ugh. That does not sound good to me. Yeah, you'd be cutting unicorn just to run this idiot? And like, I could cut Saryuja here. But then what did the horse stuff actually do? Right, it just makes like Hope Harbinger pass. Like it doesn't actually draw you cards or get you into combo. Yeah, I don't think I think you'd have to cut the snake stuff, right? If you're cutting the snake stuff, you can get rid of Recital Starling. You can get rid of Romulus because you're not actually making Romulus, so you can get rid of Slower Swallow. Now, obviously, you can cut all the snakes. Like, let's actually just play Horus Spyral, right? Cut all this stuff. Oop, nope. Come back here, 1-for-1. If you're gonna play Horus Spyral, play Horus Spyral, right? You probably actually want an extra big red to search once you're doing Horus stuff. And like, actually, just do the Horus stuff, right? You probably say Dragon Ravine. You don't have to play Romulus, you can just play Dragon Ravine and Ancient Fairy Dragon to like make the Horus stuff to get you. I mean, the Horus does not play well with Destrudo though because they're all of late, so I guess you might even cut that. So if you're cutting that, it means no Secret Village, but it does mean a lot more main deck space. Oh, we can cut the Avestar, obviously. She's not doing much without the other cards. Probably want another Sarcophagus. 2 Sarcophagus. That's all I pulled, so that's all we'd be running. So, like, you'd basically just be trying to... Does Curious sending a horse actually do anything? No, these guys don't trigger when sent. They just do stuff in the graveyard. Let them cook. Yeah, I don't think I'm cooking here. I think this is actually bad. I think this is legitimately not good. Nice list on MDM. I can go check that out. You guys won't be able to see it, but I can go check that out. A nice Horus Spyral list? Surprised there's any Spyral lists, honestly. New Spyral. Oh, there it is. It's, oh, they're doing... Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot about freaking... This is the obvious thing that you're doing instead of the Destrudo stuff. You're doing this. And that gets you to Spyral. And then you would definitely be playing Curious. Playing Curious, you're playing Link Kribo, obviously. Why are they playing Protect Code Talker? You already ran Link Kribo, right? They're not running Link Kribo, they're running Anima. That doesn't make sense. If you're doing Curious. You'd probably still need Double Hand so the Spyral side does something. You always need a rank 1 anyhow if you're doing... If the Spyral engine's how you're doing stuff. So I would probably play Secret Village, and my strategy would be Curious, send Rainbow Vig, get Secret Village. They're doing Anti-Spell Fragrance. And then setting it with Nightmare Griffin, which isn't bad. And there's not running Trigate Wizard, which is reasonable. You don't have to run Trigate Wizard. They're running 2 Dark Magic Veil. I guess that summons Imseti? If you, like, mill her off Curious? But that doesn't do anything? You'd max out on Souls because you're playing the Crystal Beast engine. That's obvious. Are they maxed out on Souls? Yeah, they're maxed out on Souls. That makes sense. They're playing a couple talents, which is reasonable. I mean, nothing wrong with that. They're only playing 1 field spell, which I guess makes sense if you're running the Crystal Beast stuff. You just have more ways to get to it. You definitely run Foolish Burial Goods if you're doing this. Not Foolish Burial Goods, because this will send the stuff. They are not running Foolish Burial Goods. That's gotta be wrong. It's just terraforming in this deck. Are they running like one of everything? They're only running one Domtef and Quibsinef. So you don't need to run the... They're not running Happy? Isn't Happy the good one? Happy's the good one, right? Alright, they all have the same, you can summon this card from the graveyard effect, but if it's gonna go, your opponent can't target Horus monsters, that doesn't matter. Get Sky, if another card leaves effect, you can draw cards. Yeah, this is a good one. And then Happy's a good one, right? Yeah, you can like, this guy like reshuffles your cards if they do something. Like, Happy actually does stuff. I think this is interesting. They're running a Zombie Vampire. I guess Zombie Vampire does make curious. Sometimes. The idea is like you'll send your freaking Crystal Village. Like now you have more good mills because you're sending the Crystal Village. That's probably why they're running Anti-Spell and Griffin, because you just randomly mill them sometimes. They're running Monster Reborn and Dark Magic Veil. Dark Magic Veil can't be good, right? Like, I guess they're trying to like, what I think they're trying to do is like dig towards Imseti and Master Plan, and then use Imseti to draw towards revival spells like Monster Reborn, Dark Magic Veil, and Spyral Big Red. For anyone, I guess I can link this in the chats, just so everyone can see it. This is what I'm looking at. They're running like one nib for cross out, two draws for cross out. That's just so dumb. That's not. Oh, the draw is funny because they're running Dark Magic Veil and they can use it as an extender. That'd be, you know, that's not good, but it's funny. So what are they? They aren't running Nightmare Phoenix or Masquerena, which I guess is fair. They're running Firewall and Singularity. Their board actually is Singularity, and that doesn't seem reasonable, especially without Ancient Fairy Dragon. You don't consistently... Like, without Trigate, what are you doing, right? It's like their end board is Singularity, regular Firewall... Oh, I see what their plan is. So they're running Firewall and Singularity. They're trying to use Firewall to bounce Imseti back to bounce, like, important Spyral starters to the hand after you mill it with Zombie Vampire, like Souls, and potentially like a Big Red or something to summon back your Master Plan, or even a Sleeper if you accidentally mill it. And then they make Singularity with Firewall Dragon and then bring back Firewall Dragon, so you get like 2 bounces, which is funny. I mean, that's interesting. They're playing Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord, but why would you do that when Appaloosa exists? You just run Harbinger. He's just better. Okay, so we could try that. I mean, we could try it. Whatever. It doesn't have to be good. It could just be fun. I probably want to keep Masquerena. Man, drawing this card, losing Nightmare Phoenix when you're running Crystal Beast stuff seems bad. I guess you could just not run Masquerena in this build, right? Yeah, let's try it, I guess. And talents, they're running talents. We can run talents, not talents. They can run. We can do that. How good is Thrust in this list? If you're adding Foolish Burial Goods, suddenly Thrust is terraforming again, which was like one of the reasons it was so good. What's the Protect code talker for? If your opponent cannot target Link 4 higher monsters you control with card effects. Also, if you control a Firewall Link monster, you could banish Link monsters from your graveyard whose combined Link ratings equal 3, special summon this card from your graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. So it's just a Link climb thing. It climbs into Firewall Dragon, then you summon it back, and then it makes Singularity easier. That seems bad. That doesn't seem good. That seems way too narrow. So I don't actually... So they're not running Unicorn either? Ugh, what the fuck? What's their fucking lethal line? Oh, they're not running access code either. Okay, that's spicy to not run access code. I guess Spyral doesn't really always need access code to OTK, especially if you're doing all this shit. Fuck it, you know, let's fuck around. Let's play a deck that I think is bad. Let's just play. I want to keep. Like, why would you not run Link Karibo when you're running Curious? Why are you running Anima? I'm running Masquerade just because Maxi. I think I'm going to do that instead of Cerberus. Or instead of Protect Code. Because I think you'll just always have it. If you're getting that far, you don't need the extra link material, right? Let's mess around with this, I guess. Let's play a bad deck. Yeah, I mean, why not? I feel like you should play a lot of these if you're drawing. Like, I don't get why this person's playing only 2. And a 60 card deck, if you want to run it, you want to run it. Monster Reborn's probably good in this deck, because you have so many ways to pitch cards to the graveyard, and you're freaking zombie vampiring. It's a lot better than Dark Magic Veil, I'll give it that. Do you run? And they're running cross out. We could run cross out and just try to sack people. And then they're just running like a couple of hand traps to cross out against. And Droll and Nibiru. I don't think Nibiru is a good target, but fuck it. This isn't exactly their deck, but I think it's a slightly better version of it because, you know, Happy's probably better. So I don't really know how the horse cards play. Before I go into rank with this, even though I don't really care about my rank score that much, I'm going to go into solo mode real quick just to mess around with the deck and see how it feels to play, right? Let's get some gems while we're at it. Where was I? I haven't done all these missions for the gems yet. We're solo mode gaming, everyone. Of course, the talents are going to be bad because we're going against the bots, but, you know. You can just assume that they're not active when you're playing them. Okay, well, this is just Spyral combo. So what's Spyral combo look like? You can play casual, A lot of people are just hard conceding in casual, so you don't get a feel for the deck, right? So I'm going to shuffle back this mission just because, like, I'm just thinking, okay, so how's this deck, what's this deck's combo line when you just open the regular Spyral bullshit? It's very funny that you can send him SETI if you already have Master Plan in rotation. It's not good, but it's funny. It's better to do this in solo mode too because it's faster, right? Like there's no delay. Should probably change my stream title like testing bullshit. So let's do the regular thing where we draw a bunch of cards, looking for the Horus stuff. Yeah, and so in this situation, you can like discard this Rainbow Bridge eventually, and that'll get you to the the Horus field spell. As I've drawn this Monster Reborn, we can like... We can like do all of our Spyral stuff. Gives the monster negation on the 4th summon without using a normal summon to play around Nib. That doesn't seem good though. Like, I think the idea is that you're just making zombie vampire anyhow, right? Like if you can get all 4 Horus names in the graveyard if you discard your entire hand, summon 4 Horus names, make the photon guy, then make zombie vampire, but then you've got nothing in your hand, so you're just kind of like hoping, and you don't want to link those cards off. I don't know. If I get nibbed a lot, I guess I can try it. So like this is kind of like the idea here. Is like you just kind of fuck your way to this. So you do this. Add Imseti. Send the Crystal Beast, because like we already have Appaloosa, you know? I mean, it's a lot of gas. I'm not going to pretend it's not a lot of gas. Because like, like if I got nibbed here, the Imseti would extend me, right? Because I could send the rescue mission. I guess the idea of the anti-spell fragrance over the Secret Village is it doesn't lose into DFL Star, and it does let them want it, but that doesn't really matter. It's like, I just need to figure out, like, how badly do you need the Protect Code Talker, I guess is what I'm wondering. It's like, I know how to do the Curious line. So we're gonna summon Drone. Poor bot. Called Monster. It's just the regular Spyral stuff, right? And then, like, what's the full board look like when you get it pop off like this? So you'd probably you activate Spyral Resort because you don't want to mill your Super Agent before you can add it, because that's just a freebie. So you'd make Link Kribo. Alright, now, once I've done this, I've searched every card I can search before I Imseti draw. So I don't, you know, waste my draw. This will give me my second big red. And so now my Imseti draw is as good as it can be. Now you'll Imseti, and you have so many cards in hand at this point. Like, you even have an extra big red that you always search. Which you don't have to discard, but that's something you will have. Then you'll get Sarcophagus, then you'll draw one, and after a draw, which would be insane, then you would King Sarcophagus, and you don't even have to use your quick fixes. You can just use this to send Happy or Damutef, whatever. We're actually going to Rescue Mission Master Plan here, because we can now Curious, and if we send any random names, we don't have to send them with Sarcophagus, and then I'll save us cards in hand, right? This will Curious. This will send Anti-Spell. This seems pretty strong going first, I'm being honest. Right? Like, now you can do this stuff. I might be screwing myself on zones here. I might have had to do this later. So you don't want to do Zombie Vampire anymore because you did the Spyral stuff. That doesn't even matter. But you just like get this guy, and this is your Spell Trap Negate, right? This is what this guy takes the place of Trigate on your typical board. That's only on field, so it's not always perfect. I mean, we are running Zombie Vampire at B617. We do have Zombie Vampire in here as like a way to do something. The idea is like making the deck more Zombie Vampire friendly by putting more cards you want in the graveyard and adding more cards that, if you draw them, can interact with the graveyard. That's why I threw in what's it called? Monster Reborn, which I don't always play. So like, let's say we do this. It only negates spells. You're right. That's usually what we're... It doesn't beat evenly. This is actually very weakened evenly. That's a good point. Now you would just discard whatever. Set this. And you'll draw on cards. Hey, another Imseti. You would discard the Imseti. Send Happy. I guess the idea is if you only draw Horus, you could make... Do we play evenly much? Not really, but it's always a card you should be thinking about, right? So like now just summon a Firewall Dragon and get a free card in hand and then link it off. Like we're gonna link this off. You just bounce back a free card to hand from your graveyard as interaction. So if like you build an Ash Blossom, you could bounce this Ash Blossom to hand. Then you could like send your last Idiot. Make Firewall. And then when you make Appaloosa, I should have used Super Agent to make that. I wasn't thinking about the names here. Doesn't really matter, right? We just... Well, I guess it does matter, right? Why have a smaller Appaloosa? Oh, we can... Because I am playing Masquerena. Yeah, I could have made this board a little bit better. I messed up at the end. I guess I can make Little Knight. Yeah, I messed this up a little bitty bit. I guess I wouldn't even need Maxi here. It's like now I can just like make Phoenix, then rescue back Double Helix, and that'll do it. Not yet. So like, I messed up with this on an efficiency basis a little bit here. But now when you summon Appaloosa over here... Oh, but I can't even summon Sleeper anymore. That's funny. Ha! Can't even summon Sleeper anymore. That's not good. The Sleeper is better than the cards on this board. I guess I would have just summoned Appaloosa instead of Little Knight if I had done this correctly, and then put Firewall here, then summon Sleeper here. That's probably how it works. Missed U-Link? Yeah. You could probably set up a U-Link here. Like if Appaloosa's up here, but you have to have something here, right? So like you'd have to have Masquerena here instead of Little Knight, and then Appaloosa here. Then you could have Firewall here and Sleeper here if you do it like correctly. Is this Droll Handler deck? No, this is just you're playing some random hand traps for crossout, and because you can zombie vampire them, and you like make a Firewall incidentally in the combo, and you can bounce the hand trap back to your hand as part of your end board. Because the idea is like you're doing all this dumb stuff with the sarcophagus, right? I mean, that, even though I messed it up, this is probably a good enough board, right? Oh, Singularity doesn't do anything. Oh, yes, it does have Dull Hand in the graveyard. Okay, I'm about to say. Singularity doesn't do anything. Yes, it does. It's fine. You'd always put back Drone, I guess. For what it's worth, bounces are pretty good forms of removal in the modern meta. Am I back, folks? Can you hear me? Am I... Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm on the Gulf Coast and we have frequent thunderstorms, so sometimes my internet goes out from like I'm currently in a thunderstorm, so you know, small power flickerings and that'll disconnect your internet for a quick second and blah blah. Sometimes it'll go out for a long period of time, but you know, that's just life. Okay, so I fucked up the end board a little bit. It is kind of fun. It is kind of fun, right? That's like the most important thing. It's kind of fun. So it's really bad into evenly, but it's pretty good into everything else. It's probably bad into droplets because, you know, anti-spell fragrance, but you do have so many interactions it probably doesn't matter. You probably can V-Link with Appaloosa and Masquerena if you're doing it right, and that'll give you room for the rest of your board. No Photon Lord? Oh no, yeah, no Photon Lord. What would you cut for him? That's the question, right? But you cut Masquerena, then you can't V-Link anymore, so what's the point of that? I don't want to cut Masquerena and Little Knight because I want to be able to do the Masquerena inboard into Maxi situation. The problem with this deck is these cards suck if you draw them. Can you summon Tiara and Spyral? Probably. Must be special summoned from your hand by shuffling 10 other cards with different names from your hand and or field into the deck and or extra deck. It cannot be special summoned other ways. Yeah, you can definitely do this. It's worse than Norlorass though, that's the problem, right? If you wanted to do Tiara deck, you just need to have a bunch of different names on the field, and you always have cards in hand. Like, what would a Tiara build look like? You'd have to be running Firewall and shit. Probably just look like my Norlorass build. You almost certainly run... You probably don't need Dangers, but... you would get Sleeper because he'd be a name you could search, so with Last Resort, these are just free names you can search to send. I guess what's up? Yeah, I'm building it for you. Happy to fulfill a request for chat to show you a silly combo. This would be a firewall setup, just like Northerass. Oh my god, bookmark tag? Yeah, dude. It's the best tab in the game. Never clicked on that? Well, I'm glad I have helped someone because it's very useful. So when you to do the bookmark tab, you click stuff. When you click on a card, you click this little star right here, and it puts things in your bookmark. That's obviously very important for this. All right, so we need firewall. We need this. We still run Appaloosa just for going second sometimes, and as a backup plan. Curious. Is there any other way to get to this card? To light fiend. I mean, you'd run small world, right? Because you could just search it. It's a light fiend, so you just have to like go through sleeper or. We don't have to do all the other like wonky Northerass stuff if we're adding this to hand, right? So you'd probably still make a Bistrawler actually. Oh, it shuffles into the deck, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that doesn't matter. You're storing Crossout and Gamma. And Ash. Can't believe I forgot those. Probably a Dangerless, because you don't mind discarding this card if you draw it. Small World Danger. Another big red in there if you're playing in this version, because you need follow up on the next turn. Yeah, you could probably like. I mean, it's probably not good, but you could throw in a Utility Wire as a card to shuffle. That's probably what the second big red's for, but like, if you're doing this, you can quick fix multiple times and have like this set up. You could even run extra missions, which aren't even the worst thing in the world to do. Just search with Master Plan if you end up drawing one. If you're like just looking for names. Let me read this card, make sure. This card's special cannot be discarded for all cards of the deck except this card from each player's hand, field, graveyard. Oh, and graveyard, that's bad because that means you can't board block her. Is there anything you could do to get cards in the end phase? Is there a way to make this actually win and not just lose to a one-card combo drawn off the top? I can add to the mem. I'm about to show you, Nafe. I mean, this will work, right? We don't actually need to, like... I'm not really going to play this. Oh, Pank for a bridge, obviously. Is there a card that bridges into here that we want to play? Effect Veiler? Gamma? Gamma and Effect Veiler do it? From, like, Tsuchinoko, Effect Veiler, yeah. Unaffected mono. You could do a rival. You could do a rival, but you might not have cards on the hand. We could check that out, right? If you're doing a rival, what's a good unaffected card? We could make Scareclaw Tryhard. That's probably a lot cheaper. The Infernoble Synchro guy, is he unaffected? Unaffected, right? Is there a new one I'm not thinking of? No. Oh, you could equip cards to him to make him unaffected, but you'd probably have to be sending those cards to the frickin' thing with the shuffle, right? Yeah, let's just click unaffected. Strider's not good, you can't lethal. Well, you're not lethal in anyhow, right? And this guy doesn't lethal either. He is just hard to out. I mean, you are... Oh, man, you can't even... God, Tier also messes up your drone stack, which is bad. Because it shuffles them into the deck. There's gotta be something you can do. I mean, it's just make a rival, right? That doesn't guarantee lethal next turn, which is the problem. But, I mean, if you have a rival, if you can like get to Access Code Talker, that is lethal, so that's something. You'll have Tierra hanging out on board. Well, let's just throw this into the ringer and see what happens, you know? Get my gems while I'm brewing with you guys. Tierra, select, deck. So I'm pretty sure we can make this work. It's not hard to get a lot of names in hand with Spyral. Okay, deck, I see what you got going on here. Trolling me. So this is going to be worse than Norlaras because you don't get your follow-up for next turn the way Norlaras does, but it's going to functionally work the same way. And there you go. A glory of dangers. Plenty of spells in the graveyard. You'll get quick fix, obviously, because you just need them in rotation to do stuff. So here's Tierra. That's the reason I always run Dullahan, by the way. You can go Link Karibo Dullahan Master Plan if you're curious. It doesn't really matter which one we're getting now. Need to add Sleeper. Oh, did I forget Super Agent in the deck? I did forget Super Agent in the deck. Must have clicked over him. Not a big deal. Yeah, you might run out. The idea is, like, if you have enough names, you would use those. Oh, I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. That is the thunder rumbling my entire house. I legitimately might have to stop soon. A little short, unfortunately, because this is a very strong thunderstorm. I don't think names are going to be a problem, right? Because we just add so much dumb bullshit. Call monster. Quick fix. Get yourself a big red, just another name. So we've currently got 1, 2, 3, 4 searched names that we're going to be able to shuffle in regardless. Make, this is a little awkward. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. We just, Link Karibo. Overlay these guys. I have a rescue in graveyard? I don't. Normally I make Appaloosa, but you don't need to make Appaloosa in this build, so... Start a rescue mission. Summon a quick fix. I guess we're making... this guy. We just want, like, another type of creature on the field? I could have done this a little bit more efficiently, but you're gonna get the gist. A Curious. Sentiera. I should summon something with a down pointing arrow so my Firewall Dragon can bounce another name to hand. That is actually important. Alright, so now you can rescue back Master Plan, get the second assault mission. Yeah, I don't think you'll have enough names to, so we can summon Tiara now. 1, 2, so in hand was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that you search. Then on field there's 5 cards easily, but there's not really enough to make an arrival too. Right? I mean, I can make a 3K arrival, maybe? Light, wind, fire? Oh. It didn't matter. So if I didn't have enough materials in hand or whatever to make this, then you would send him anyhow. Yeah. Not super relevant. So yeah, there you go. What is Ghost Trick Dullahan for? Curious. So Curious needs differently typed monsters, but with the same attribute. Dullahan is a Link, or a rank 1 that is a dark monster. You could technically replace it with like number 31 or number 13 if you don't want to spend the ER, but this guy does have an effect that you can use on turn 1 to detach Quick Fix before you link him off, which can be relevant, so he technically is the best version. Yeah, I mean, I guess I... Oh no, my board blocker effect, yeah, I mean, we shuffled everything, so... Yeah, not quite as good as Northress, because you don't get the follow-up, right? And also you have to play a bunch of like other dumb cards. Could that Also, your deck has no one-card combo, so you're not drawing at anything. So I think this is just worse than Norlaras, but it is funny. You know, Tiara's funny. I'm trying to get my freaking gems here, game. Come on. I should have summoned this Maxi to attack. Ugh. I'm trying to get my 200 gems. Stop it. Watch me lose to the freaking 6 Samurai bot after resolving Tiara. I don't know if they actually do anything. Like they're gonna rematch me. If you had a way to like ensure follow-up next turn the way you do with Norlaras, I think it'd be reasonable to do the Tiara stuff. Like if you had a way to get a Spyral into your hand. But as it is, I just have a dumb 3400 attack beater that doesn't do anything, right? I'm playing a bunch of extra bad cards. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose to the bot after resolving Tiara. Yeah, if your deck can like one card combo, Tiara isn't the worst. Trying to kill here. There we go. Let's go. This combo just imploded. What do you mean? My combo worked. It's just not good. I know a bit of combo. So, I guess, like, if you could tier, what's a card that adds cards in the end phase? Branded stuff, like Bestial, Magnamut, and shit? But you can't, like, guarantee that? I don't know. It's not good. If you want something that does a similar thing that's not actually nearly as bad, I have the Norloras deck, which the combo functionally works the same way, but you keep your Arrival on the board. There's a Norloras in here somewhere, right? Might as well delete this because I'm not using it. I used to have a freaking Norloras deck in here. Delete all this crap. Well, I have a video on my channel at least. If you're in the chat, then you can see the channel. There's a Norloras. It's called Sky Scourge Norloras. Let me show you two real quick. Did I bookmark him because I love him so much? No, but he should be at the top here. Level 7. Oh, there he is. Yeah, level 8. This guy right here. So he sends all cards from both players' hands to the graveyard and field. So it's a hand loop, and the deck can actually make a Bestialer before you summon him and use its effects. They don't actually get any graveyard triggers. It's not always the best because, like, you might end up putting a Wanted and a OSS in the graveyard, and then they can combo you, but that's not super common. But that's the reason why I stopped playing Norloras and Spyral generally. Because, like, follow-up from the graveyard it's bad against, not rather than triggers in the graveyard. Oh, I didn't change to the Horus deck. Whoops. Norloras would work pretty well with Horus. Yeah, probably. Just putting stuff in the graveyard, drawing cards. It's just the same way Dagers do, right? Are any of them light theories? If so, that'd be very funny. Well, this is combo, and I'm going second with Max. I've gone second, like, every game but one today. It's a surprise I ranked up. Okay, well, I guess I Ash Maxi here because it's a special summon effect, and then they're going to Ash Blossom me, which I understand. That's just life. Oh, no. Whoa, wow. Crazy. There's like a Sprite deck, right? Or some shit? You would just bring back every Horus, but you wouldn't have your sarcophagus anymore. Norloras sends that to the graveyard. Oh, but Borg Blocker can add back the field spell to your hand in end phase, so that's something. And the field spell counts as a sarcophagus. Or the actual sarcophagus itself, because it's continuous spells too, right? No, it's a Norloras, he's equips and fields, not continuous, right? Continuous or field, not equipped. Okay, so yeah, it could bring back the regular sarcophagus. That's something. This guy's like a negate, right? Sure. This probably isn't called by the grave. Oh, wow. Really? Sure. Yeah, I don't care about that. Does he have an effect? No. Sure. We're just going to bait now. I've got combo without even having to use my normal summon. Yeah, this doesn't matter. That's exactly what I was doing this for. So again, we're going to do everything we can before we commit to the Spyral combo. I think you get Oak here, because we don't care about... It doesn't look like they have nib, right? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, so... There we go. Yeah, this deck is so much better than the Horus deck is going to be because the fucking snake cards, they do so much without costing you anything, really. So at this point, I'm pretty much nib immune. Funny. There's plenty of spells, yeah. Yeah, Horus can make Photon Lord. Yeah, I know, but like, but if you do that, you can't usually make the Zombie Vampire, which is how you're actually making the cards do anything. Or you're discarding your entire hand, which is like another kind of crazy. I'm just gonna lethal him here. I don't need to do anything else. Access code plus Labyrinth does kill. And if they have like a battle fader or some crap, then I'll drop a sleeper and they still can't beat that. Also, doesn't Photon Lord, like... doesn't always stop Nib because they can do a different hand trap than Nib, right? Am I British? Nope. Do I sound British? I hope not. That'd be really unusual. Do I even own a Photon Lord? Probably not. Yeah, there he is. Let's see, when an opponent's monster strikes, you can detach. Yeah, okay, so it's not like the other one. So, like, I mean, yeah, this guy stops that, but then I guess you could cut Apo and then put Trigate in? That'd be spicy. I'll pull up the Horus deck again, see if I can make some room. Let's say I give up on the Masquerena Little Knight strategy. I could throw in Trigate and Photon Lord. Doesn't seem great. Oh, I don't have the UR. Oh my god. I'm actually gonna... Do I want to get rid of any of these cards? Do I need Candina? Why do I even have these? Was I opening a Trickstar pack at some point? And this is technically relevant. I hate this guy, but he's technically relevant. Asking because your English is pretty smooth. Well, I do live in America, so. English is my native language. I'm from the deep south, though, so most people actually think I have a pretty significant drawl that doesn't sound correct. Doesn't sound like proper English. I don't want to disassemble any of the cards I have. That's the problem. I guess I can just open some packs, and then any. Yeah, you know what? We can craft a. We can just open Spyral packs. I got everything I want UR wise. What's a Spyral super? I don't have another royal left. Yeah. Some funky Trickstar incarnation, but probably Grave. That or some like event or something, and I pull Trickstar for giggles. We're just gonna pull this. Hopefully get a royal Helix, and if not, we'll decraft any extra URs. Or just never. Oh wow! Hello, 3 super agents. That'll do the trick. Get rid of the Dragon Link stuff. I don't have much Dragon Link stuff, do I? Do I have any Dragon Link stuff? I don't even know Bestials, right? So I don't have much Dragon Link stuff. Oh, I don't need a freaking legendary Shien, do I? Never made that idiot. Don't need Chronomaly, Vietnamana, that's what I just crafted. Oh, and I obviously have all these extra super agents, right? Yeah, you don't need... No one needs 6 super agents. Alright, that'll be enough, and I'll decraft any of the extra ones I didn't need later. Alright, we'll throw the Photon Lord in there. I'm telling Push you considered getting rid of... I don't think I ever had D-Link stuff. I think I played D-Link for a little while, then I thought, this is kind of boring, and decrafted it. Like, the only D-Link stuff I'm going to have is Savage, because he's a generic, right? That's, like, the only D-Link stuff I have. Ever kept any of the Super Quantal stuff? No. And if you're a Super Quantal fan, cover your ears, because I've decrafted a Royal Magnus, which really upset me, because it could have been a Royal Helix. Okay, so we're going to try this. I've seen Borland. Oh, I do want a Borland, yeah, but that's because he's like a generic Link monster that you can summon as a Towers. It's like the closest thing you have besides a rival. But I could decraft this idiot. He's not really that relevant if you don't actually have Dragon Link. Alright, so we're going to give this a try. And forewarning to everyone, I don't really know how to play the Horus cards particularly. I should be playing droplets. I need to make room for droplets. If I'm playing the Crystal Beast stuff, I should be playing droplets. This is a mistake. Okay, well, I finally win a coin flip after I've started playing a deck I don't know how to play. Misses combo. I guess at this point I just Foolish Burial for the Horus stuff? So what I was going to do there is Foolish Burial the Crystal Beast trap, add that, add the Horus field spell, and then discard these cards, and then use my extra Horus cards once I've summoned all the Horuses to make Photon Lord to play under Nib. And then I could just do Spiral combo because I would have a Rescue Mission in Graveyard. But they conceded. So that was the plan there. Foolish Burial Goods is going to be really good in this deck, obviously. Do I have room for droplets, actually? Because I want to play those Talents, because that seems kind of interesting. Like, I think you want to run Talents just because it has a chance to draw you 2 cards, and these Horus cards go so minus that you can't really help it. Oh, no. I want to max out on these guys. Yeah, we'll just leave it like this. No droplets for now. Turbo out Giant Trainer, but if you turbo out Giant Trainer, you're not making Photon, right? So what's the point in playing Photon? I guess you'd cut Zombie Vampire. But like the entire point of this dumb deck is that Zombie Vampire's kind of funny with it. Cause like it can turn into Crystal with the Rainbow Bridge, or you can bend your anti-spell, and you're playing Firewalls to bounce back anything critical. AFD mixed, I guess. But then you wouldn't need Giant Trainer, right? You just want your fucking rank 8s. I don't know, it's kind of weird. My fear is that this deck is turbo-ass going second, right? Because, like, anything that interacts with the Sarcophagus cards, once you start doing Horror stuff, ends the turn, functionally. I mean, this is obviously insane. It's Maxi, and I've got Call by the Grave. Yeah, I'm just popping off today. Whenever they have Maxi, I have the out. The exact opposite of Wednesday, where I was just getting dunked on by the bug. This plays around Imperm. So, I guess what I'm doing here is my master plan. Add rescue. I guess I'm sending Pig Red in the village, and then chaining village so I don't accidentally draw my Cobalt Eagle. Because like I want to draw cards, but I don't want to draw those cards because I'm going to search them. Yeah, this is fine, obviously. So I can't play under Nip here because I've already done too much Spyral stuff. At least I can. What I can do is I can do this, then start doing the Horus crap. It's like if they have a nib, I can force them to do it before. Yeah, okay. So my plan there was discard Cobalt to get the Mseti, then Mseti discard the crystal, the extra crystal bridge I don't need, and then I could just summon 2 Horuses, make Photon Lord, then combo under Photon Lord. Seems pretty good. And I guess it's good in a draw, like someone else said, because you can Sarcophagus, send your guys to the graveyard, then just summon Photon and Harbinger and Photon Lord, and that's probably good enough. The draw's not super common right now. Okay, my biggest fear is that this deck is super bad going second, right? The Horus card's just minus so hard. But Vax, then you can't both get a Zombie Vampire and then get your spell negate, right? That's kind of important. In a 6-card deck, you might as well run all 4, right? And drew the Cobalt Eagle, of course, going second. Ooh, hello. Set pass. Sounds good to me. probably have a lot of hand traps. That might be a Call by the Grave set, which will stop my Ash Blossom. Let's put the Cobalt Eagle back. So they'll like max see me. I'll Ash Blossom. They'll Call by the Grave. No? Okay, interesting. That is Called by the Grave. They should have used it immediately. Could be an Imperm. Bricked on engine requirements and like one Imperm. That makes sense. I could normal summon Ash and pop this back row. And then rescue mission, master plan into Borg blocker. That's probably right. Doesn't look like they have... Just in case they stop me, I'm going to keep this Ash Blossom, because if they bricked, then Ash Blossom might keep them bricked. I just want to play around a Call by the Grave. I will Ash that. Will I? If it's Called by the Grave, I lose. Because they're going to have this Gamma regardless. If I Ash this, I summon Master Plan, I use their effect. They Gamma. I get Sleeper, which won't activate, which won't be able to summon. So I won't be able to summon my Quick Fix either. So if I Ash Blossom this... Yeah, I'm just gonna... I don't think it matters at this point. I think this is Called by the Grave. Now they're thinking... They have 2 Gammas? Oh my god, okay. I'm going to pass because I think that's Called by the Grave set. And then I know they have a dead Gamma in their hand. Oh, okay. That is fine, yeah, because, like, the Phoenix still resolves. Yeah. I think they were realizing they were negating the Ash, but then they don't have a driver anymore to summon, so I popped their back row. I was thinking, like, they would actually make things work, but it doesn't. Unless they run 2 drivers. Now, if they ran 2 drivers, that'd be funny. Well, one going second, but that... Horus Spyral, undefeated. Oh, so they... What did they brick on? So they had... It had to be like a... It was either a Super Poly, an Imperm, or a Called by, or a Crossout, I guess, set, right? It wasn't Crossout because they would have crossed out an Ash. So it was Called by or Imperm set, or Super Poly. Super Poly... Did they run the Ignister? They don't. So Super Poly... What would be a potential Super Poly target? Phoenix isn't legal with this. I didn't have 2 Dark Monsters on the field. It would work as soon as I get the Quick Fix, once I Assault Mission and Quick Fix, because they could Garura. No, they could, this guy. Same attribute but different types. No, that wouldn't work. Same types and attribute but different names, yeah. Well, no, Borg Blocker's different attributes, that wouldn't work. It'd be once I summon Master Plan again, right? But then I could just Unicorn, spin the back row with Quick Fix, and win, yeah. So it shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter. it's nice to like think about how this would play out if it was a Super Poly. It was nice that Ash was the right call there because my read there was called by the Grave 100%. They felt very stupid not using it immediately on the before I used Souls. Well, I drew the friggin' Maxi going second, so we'll see if this resolves again. It'd be crazy if it dissolved 2 games in a row when I drew it. Okay, yeah. I should have maxied in draw phase or some shit, whatever. So I had Unicorn, Birth. Okay, so they're gonna... So I'm just playing into... Oh, well, fuck you, no. I see what's coming. You drew Ash and Call by, you jackass. Fuck you. Well, now I just need to draw, Well, if they make a Barone here... They can't, they just use their normal summon. What are they doing? And they make Barone here... Oh, they already have Theosis in hand. That's their last card? Because they can birth summon back Fenrir? Oh no! It's just they just had the perfect hand. Their hand was Fenrir, Ash Blossom, Called by, Diabellstar, or Wanted, which is better than Diabellstar. Unbelievable. Actually the greatest hand of all time, right? I'm losing now, especially with this Horus card that's not going to do anything, going second. At least they can't maxi me once they draw off their Wanted. Why are they doing it now? They could draw Flamberge. I hope they drew their Flamberge. What are they doing? I mean, they're still gonna get to it, but this is not right. This is not right. They should have made Link Rebo. And then use the Poplar. Is this like actually a full Snake Eye deck, and they don't have the stuff that they need to... No, they're doing the Masquerena stuff. They're just making a slightly worse board. Okay. Ooh, hello, Thunderstorm. Of course, they're gonna Fenrir, so now I can't, I'd love to be able to Monster Reborn their Fenrir, but now I can't. That'd be one of the nice things about playing Cashier or Spyral again, is if you're playing Monster Reborn, take their Fenrir, search your Unicorn, or search your Fenrir. Now they're doing this stuff? Sure. It doesn't really matter. This is definitely the wrong order. Princess, yeah. This would be Princess, Masquerena, Barone, Amblowell. I'm just losing to Birth plus Fenrir, right? That's what's going to kill me here, because that makes my M-City way worse. I could Monster Reborn. Oh man, if only I was playing Snake Eyes, I could Monster Reborn their Diabell Star. That'd be sick. Maybe I should actually be playing Monster Reborn because of that exact reason. That's the best way to play this. I want to do everything under Birth. I put too many cards in the graveyard, like with Souls. Like if I go Souls, I'll have put my Master Plan. So I can't do Souls early. Which means we do Imseti. Because they don't have a monster negate yet. I've only got 2 cards in the graveyard. I can still activate the Sarcophagus here. Oh, interesting. Go Prep and Resort first? That does. If I do that... Well, now that they've done their own, I can actually resort now. Not that it matters. Because now, I mean, now this makes their Finra way worse. Ooh, what's... Oh, it's just a big Apo. Okay. Now I can Monster Reborn their Flamberge and scale their Appaloosa? It's this Finrear that's kind of getting me, right? Or I could scale their Fenrir. They'll negate. Then I can attack Fenrir. Then I lose to Kurikara. So now if I Monster Reborn, I could take the Barone. Now they can birth me, but that's going to be fine because I have this set up. Like I attack their Fenrir, they Appaloosa, I pop Appaloosa, they negate, then I combo. I lose a mission here. Oh, they're gonna, that makes sense. I forgot about Princess, but I think the Princess was gonna beat me anyhow. Yeah. The fucking Fenrir plus Birth, man. That's so difficult to beat. But, yeah, Apo just beats everything else I have in hand. I have to do it, because, right, she's going to be destroyed. And then they're going to Apo chain. More good if you open with the Sarcophagus? Yeah, but I mean, that's like a... So now it just doesn't matter, right? Like I can... I don't have enough like juice to go through this Apo now. Negated. Maybe I can like bait them. Oh, I'm not running anima. Yeah, this was. If this is actually souls, I might win. If this was not preparation rights, if it was souls, I think I actually win here, right? Apo. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, the Fenrir and the Birth Extra is really what set it off there. And the Barone, like, that guy had the perfect hand. I'm not complaining, like, to lose to that. The fact that I was even kind of in that game if I had, like, a thrust or something is insane. Not thrust of talents, but same thing. Same idea. So this is the bad part of this hand, huh? Nice deck. Rainbow Bridge, no way to get rid of it. I guess I could have set Rainbow Bridge, but whatever. That's easy game. Losing to Horus. Yeah, that's the downside of Rainbow Bridges. Sometimes you draw that fucking hand. Ugh. So ranked up really quickly, and that might rank down really quickly because of Horus. Dude, because I'm playing this dumb Nibiru, right? If this card was another starter, I'm fine. I'll keep the hand. I'm gonna set this just in case they're dumb enough to pop it. I'm gonna just hopefully Nibiru keeps me in the game. But Jesus Christ, watch them, Imseti make Photon Lord. I mean, I'm breaking on cards I'd be playing anyhow, except the Nibiru and the Crystal Beast thing. Yeah. I mean, they can be good here. That is really good against Nib. They already have the field spell. They don't even need to actually play into Nib, right? If they just have the field spell, they just like put a bunch of guys on the field and kill me. That's 1, 2, 3 summons. It's good if they don't have cross out. That's 4 summons. I actually don't want to nib until they pop my back row. So I can actually do something. Maybe I should have set drone, but that seems bad because I draw like Super Agent or something. Excuse you? Oh, sure. Well, now whatever they do with Flamberge, I just nib now. That's lethal. It's not actually lethal, but it's close. The one of, yeah, you got it. I mean, sure. Of course they have it. Of course. Fuck you, Nibiru, you piece of shit. There's summon another Flame Bridge and that kills me. Yeah. I like the idea of like the hand traps are things you can mill with zombie vampire and then get back and have on their turn. That's like funny, but boy that was bad. Bricked on it and it immediately lost me a game because they had cross out. Ugh. I haven't really been able to do much with the horror stuff because people auto-concede the second I start get going. And when I'm going second, I've bricked a bunch of times because I'm running all these dumb Horus cards and the stuff that enables it. I keep drawing hands like this. This hand would not do anything going first except set anti-spell fragrance and pass. Well, it does get to the Horus cards, right? Because Quick Fix can, like, discard Rainbow Bridge with Borg Blocker. Fuck me, really? It's like I discard this. But that wouldn't go anywhere, right? I'd have to Zombie Vampire and pray. That sounds bad. And I'd already have to use my big red, so... This hand is just actively shit. Withdraw souls would be good. Yeah, I mean, this deck is bricking the shit out of me, right? That's just... Sure, it doesn't seem optimal. There's no optimal version of this build, right? Like, you'd have to run something in the anti-spell fragrance's place, and you'd need to run the Rainbow Bridge stuff, because that's the only thing that is good with the Horuses and the Zombie Vampire. There's no other reason to run the Horuses. Like, I guess you could cut anti-spell, but then your build is bad. Like, it doesn't actually beat a lot of cards. Photon Lord Pass. Set Imperm, call by, whatever. Stuff like that. That'll do it. This will bait this guy's effect. Oh, okay, and then I'll give it the scar. How do I do this? He gonna get twice? That's true. So I'm trying to think, like, how do I outplay this? They have a call by the grave I was never winning, so we're just gonna... That'll do it. Vax, if you're playing Snake Eye with this, you just have no room in your deck to do anything, and the Horus cards are just bad. They don't do anything on their own, right? If this was actually Souls, I would still lose, right? Because this guy's just going to negate it. Now they could just Horus me. I was losing the call by regardless. Vax, I don't know what you're really on about. The idea was get this in the graveyard to get to Ibseti, and then you'd have Cobalt and the field spell, and you would pitch the Cobalt, and I'm not technically dead. Kinda wish I had Anima here. That would have forced the Photon Lord because they put it in the wrong zone, but you can't build your deck around the fact that your opponent summons their Photon Lord in the zone. Photon Lord effect. Yeah. Oh boy, these fucking rainbow bridges sure are fucking bricking me, huh? I think this deck sucks. I think this deck sucks. Like, I'm drawing this Crystal Beast cards instead of Snake Eyes cards. That's like the you can cut Harbinger for Anima. It wouldn't have changed anything there. It would have just been nice. But again, I don't want to build my deck around the idea that someone's going to always summon their negate in the Anima zone, you know? That's just bad. Worst cards feel super high roll? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Maxi immediately. Yep, so I'm going to have to do the Masquerena thing. There it is. I'll just do this before they can draw Max or an Ash Blossom. So now we get the field spell. Activate the field spell. I guess you put Flamberge in the hopes that they have to summon into it. Oak's the same thing, and he's not as vulnerable. Now if they summon into it, I can start summoning the guys. But they probably have like an Ash Blossom or whatever for my Snash effect. Yeah, so this does trigger. Wait, they said, oh, they already have the OSS in hand. That's interesting. So now that the OSS, I chain Masquerena, banish their Snash. They'll still have a Poplar on the field that I can, but then they have the normal summon, but what else are you doing, right? If they summon a Flamberge off their Snash effect... I need to start banishing stuff before they get the field spell online. Oh, it's fucking Rescue Ace. What do you like most about Spyral? I don't know. The many different builds you can mess around with it, for good and bad. Ah, they already had it. They already had the emergency. I was trying to play around, you know, this searching, but, yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be game. Oh, it looks like my OBS crashed for a second there. That wasn't even my internet, that was just OBS. I guess I should have summoned Appa once I realized they were fucking Rescue Ace. But the app, they can out-Appa so easily. Like one spell search searching this guy and they just attack it. Not really a winning strategy there. That's the wanted. This guy's a Book of Moon, right? Sure. Interesting choice. That's fine. Don't care about that. Yeah, this makes sense. I was gonna summon my oak, which is good. Fuck you, dude! Second maxi? Fuck off! Fuck all the way off! Whatever, I have to try. I'll get Kurikara here. Deck him out. That's not likely to happen. I don't actually have a good Spyral combo here. If they're drawing more cards, maybe I can freaking deck them out. That's fine. Is that my Kurikara? What? Oh, my Masquerena. Oh, that's fucking awful, dude. I still have a normal summon, but... So they're gonna get rid of all my Snake Eyes, right? They go face down, then they're gonna unicorn the other one or something. Or Little Knight, yeah, same difference. God, the fact that he got my Masquerena because they have this idiot on the field, fuck me. You hit my Oak, obviously. It's also, I needed that fucking Link Zone, too. I put Cross out for Seal in. I wouldn't have cut any of the cards I have in my hand for Cross out, so irrelevant. Ash Blossom. Yeah. Fucking love this game, dude. Just getting maxi twice in a row to lose the game. To a dog shit deck. I was beating this deck, too. Hopefully I draw souls here. There are 18 cards left in deck. Worst card in my deck to draw, dude. What the fuck? I could discard this rescue mission to pop their back row. I need to get rid of that fucking Little Knight. That's my problem. The second Little Knight activation is what's going to get me here. I'm just going to lose to a Nibiru at this point. God, I was so close to beating this with the fucking maxi. Flip your dumb trap. Interesting. Attack Veiler. Let you draw off your maxi here. Nib 2, yeah. Fucking maxi, man. Guy just drew 2 maxi, so he gets to win the game. Can't be used for a Link Summon this turn, which does end the game for me. Excuse you? Well, that's fine, I guess, but... no, I got nothing else to banish, yeah. So Rescue Quick Fix doesn't do anything. I'm pretty sure they can out this idiot, but whatever. Sure. Dude, double maxi. Why? It's crazy, like, I could have completely cracked the board and the hand traps and all that jazz. It's just the maxi drawing them more hand traps. Can I sleep with a curry? Probably. I don't fucking care, dude. It's over. It's just the second max. The maxi that drew them maxi, that drew them, you know, nib. Spyral is not shit because maxi exists, is it? It doesn't. Spyral's... It has nothing to do with maxi. Maxi is good in every deck. It's good against nearly every deck. It's not really a Spyral thing. Like, Snake Eyes is allowed to exist. He might time out? Nah. I've used more time than he has. I mean, I was playing against the deck, right? He had all this back row that I had to deal with, and I was going to. Like, I had really good plans for it, but then he threw Maxi at my face and decided to win. You turn this on just in case they make Access Go Talker. Oh, right. They're playing her because... Yeah, sure, you got it, dude. I could never stop that anyhow. It's all over. Because in TCG Master Plan, yeah, Master Plan was banned 4 years ago. You could bring back Master Plan into TCG and it would not be a problem. I'm telling you that right now. Well, it's going to be a sad game to end on, but here we are. That's very funny. Sure. Battle phase? There's no way that's all you have. Bunch of Call by the Graves and Imperms that I can't play through. Maybe should have added the one from my graveyard because now they can just Call by the Grave it. Very funny. That's my last Snake Eye. Sure, yeah. That's on me. I could have got the Diabell Star from my graveyard to play around Call by the Grave. Advanced card effect. This guy's more annoying, but... Oh, he just revives himself. She's got like a negate I have to play around later. They can eventually just out this guy with like a Nightmare Cerberus or whatever. It's not really relevant. I had to banish my rescue too, which sucks. I still had that, I'd have outs. What the fuck? Are they playing? They're playing Reinforce? This guy is so bad! He just drew... You're playing Reinforce? He just drew 2 Maxis in his Reinforce deck? Dude, I know you have Nightmare Cerberus in there. What are you waiting for? Can't really deck them out traditionally because without Maxi or something because they can recycle cards into their deck with Wanted and such. Oh yeah, call back. That's an interesting draw. Five, 10, this is going to link Treebo itself, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 35 plus 19 is 45, 54. 54 is not lethal over that guy. Do I use this effect? I've lost my sleep. Well, no, I can... Helix can add Sleeper back to my hand. That's not good enough. I need to get Master Plan, but they have Call by the Grave. I think I have to hit that new set. Mm-hmm. Oh, they knew to get my Sleeper. That's smart, I guess. Yeah. Wish turn had like 500 attacks so I could attack over the Slink Rebo, effect, pump, get 2 more attacks. And that was always happening. Oh, they have another Nibiru in their hand that they've drawn at some point. Because they probably play more than one. I also don't have Sleeper in my deck, so I can't even kill them anymore. This was dumb. I should have just kept my dumb effect monster on the field. I don't have any big reds left. Can't believe I'm playing this dumbass card. God, I wish I saw my sleeper, dude. I don't have my unicorn anymore, so they're just gonna negate this and I lose. The fuck? We're back at square zero? Fucking love Maxi, man. They're conceding because they can't beat the token? That's hilarious. Oh, time limit! Ha! Can't believe I actually won by time limit. Amazing. Alright, well this is the Horus games right here. And this is when I stopped playing Horus. Can't believe I fucking won that to time limit. They had that game won because they had the field spell back, and the field spell could recycle their cards infinitely. But yeah, got them with the time limit. All right, well here's the deck one more time for anyone curious. If you like that crazy ass game, despite my pessimism, I mean I won on time limit. I wasn't considering that. Yeah, feel free to throw a follow, like, all that good stuff. And yeah, I will see you guys probably next week. Same bat time, same bat channel on Monday. Assuming no more thunderstorms. I mean, you know, this one... I'm surprised I made it through this entire stream with only one power outage. So yeah, thanks guys. See y'all next time.